One of which was, while we completely reject a cuts-only approach, we recognize that our growing national debt is an issue. Second point of agreement is we all recognize the reality that Congressional Budget Office and the folks who administer the Social Security Trust Fund have both verified that at some point in approximately a decade from now, CBO I think says 2023, the Social Security trustees say 2034. Nonetheless, about 10 years from now, the trust fund does become insolvent. This is a problem for all of us. This amendment works to solve that problem. This is from a piece of legislation that I have authored with Senator Sheldon Whitehouse, who is the chair of the Senate Budget Committee. This would ensure enough revenue is put into the Social Security Trust Fund to secure it through at least the year 2100. And those aren't my figures. The Joint Committee on Taxation has verified that by simply taking away the cap on those who make more than $400,000 a year, that will put in enough money into the Social Security Trust Fund that secures it for the rest of this century. So for people who say, my God, Social Security is running out of money, it's running out of money, the only solution is drastic cuts. It's completely false. And there's precedent for this. There was a time when Medicare Trust Fund was going out of money. The 1.45% was up to a certain cap. What led to that cap's removal was a previous fiscal challenge that the program faced. Here in this amendment does not remove the cap entirely. It keeps the cap, but simply for those who are making more than $400,000 a year, it again would reimpose the FICA tax. It also closes tax loopholes that allow some of the richest Americans from paying anything in Social Security taxes at all. You know, there are more than 67 million Americans who rely on Social Security benefits. It is an earned benefit. Whenever someone uses the word entitlement, I'm always quick to point out people paid into that program. My own father is one of those 67 million Americans. He worked for 50 years at hard blue-collar jobs, paying into Social Security. Now in retirement, the bulk of his retirement savings are in the earned benefit of Social Security. He, in many ways, is very representative of the average hardworking American. We have a solemn moral obligation to ensure that Social Security Trust Fund does not expire 10 years from now.
Hello, friends. I have major news to share with you today. The SSA has confirmed that Social Security payments in January will cost billions more because of inflation. Select households are expected to see increases of $100. Republicans and Democrats are close to finally reaching a deal on the next House Speaker. My dear friends, I'll be covering everything that you need to know, so please make sure that you watch until the end of this video. Also, this coming Friday and every Friday, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, please click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, dearest friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. The SSA announced this week that retirees will see a 3.2% increase in benefits in 2024. It is an adjustment that will cost the government billions of dollars more. Cost of living adjustments happen every year in order to insulate Social Security beneficiaries from inflation. When questioned by the Washington Examiner, a spokesperson with the SSA said that additional payments to Social Security beneficiaries would be about $47 billion because of the 3.2% cost of living adjustment. The new 2024 adjustment is far more modest than this past year. The 2023 adjustment was a whopping 8.7%, which came because of how hot the inflation was in 2022. The acting commissioner of Social Security said, Social Security and SSI benefits will increase in 2024, and this will help millions of people keep up with expenses. Inflation was running at a 3.7% annual rate as of September. The adjustment is about in line with the Federal Reserve's expectations for the rest of the year. The Fed predicts inflation will fall to 3.3% by the end of this year. Mark Goldwyn, Senior Policy Director with the Committee for Responsible Federal Budget, told the Washington Examiner that the increased costs are about in line with expectations. He said that while the SSA will pay out about $47 billion more next year, that is not unexpected because they were already projecting a COLA in that 3.2% range. He also stated, "To my mind, it's not a new cost. It's a cost that is already a part of the program, and we already assumed was going to happen." Alongside the cost of living adjustment update, the maximum amount of earnings subject to the Social Security tax will also see an increase from $160,200 to $168,600. Also, friends, some moderate Republicans are in talks to come up with a bipartisan solution as a battle over who will be the next House Speaker. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries said during an appearance on NBC News, "There are informal conversations that have been underway. When we get back to Washington tomorrow, it's important to begin to formalize those discussions." The comments come as House Republicans have been locked in a battle for the last 2 weeks over the fate of the speakership. With Kevin McCarthy being removed from the House Speaker this month, GOP Representative Jim Jordan, who was nominated by a majority of Republicans on Friday, but Jordan faces an uphill battle in gaining enough support among his GOP colleagues in a floor vote, in which all Democrats are expected to oppose him. The uncertainty has seemingly opened the door for a bipartisan deal. House Representative Hakeem Jeffries said, "The current rules of the House have facilitated a handful of Republicans being able to determine what gets voted on in the House of Representatives, and that undermines the interest of the American people. We can change the rules to facilitate bipartisanship, and that should be the starting point of our conversation. But such an effort is likely to face major pushback from Republicans if a Democrat were the choice." GOP Representative Bob Good said last week during an interview with Fox News, "No Republican is going to vote for a Democrat." Meanwhile, Representative Thomas Massie noted that Democrats already own control of both the Senate and the White House, arguing that Republicans should not give ground when it comes to their control of the House. Representative Massie said on Sunday in a social media post, "Some Republicans want to reach a deal with Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries to elect a speaker. With Democrats controlling the White House and the Senate, we must not give up control of the House. Republicans should unite behind Jim Jordan as our Speaker of the House." Well, my beautiful and amazing friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. Dearest friends, thank you very much for being part of this community. To say thank you and to show my appreciation, every Friday I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter the weekly giveaway, friends, please click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you watch and then comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. Thank you, and have a wonderful and very blessed week.